Preseason ranked #1. Basically simmed the Western Michigan game.
Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. It's good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is
field. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. 6th play of the drive coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing
right
game.
there.
This one's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Takes the easy one to the back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going for it all. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Okay.
And 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. He lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this 1st half, they've done just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Stop just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. And the Spartans pick up the 1st down.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett. that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Potts. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
At the 45 on its way. He's running free down the middle. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt with a penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top. And they couldn't hold off the Heat, and he goes down with a sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read.
No way.
Turns it on in midfield.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, okay. So you're saying on the tackle.
Just carving up this defense and getting it to 24. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, we talk a lot about quarterbacks having to make the right decisions in the pass game, reading coverages, et cetera, but how about in the run game as well? On these zone reads, on RPO type plays or the...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw.
Dude,
he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points, and they're already toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. At the 35, he's got room. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a... Looking to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And they get the sack just like that. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Grabs it in the middle. Still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. It's complete to the left.
Oh, my Lord. What the fuck, dude? Nobody's going to tackle?
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this will be caught at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football to come out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Go block, dude. God damn.
Offense tries to pick up that first by running it on third down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to pass on second down. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hitting yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
On a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the comeback is on.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep.
Stop changing me to the guy behind him. Holy fuck.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Snagged in the middle. It's Potts. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Give to the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right.
What a joke.
Touchdown, Irish! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He caught it! Touchdown, Smarty! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere.
Let's
Stop
go.
at the
And
line
they get
of
a
scrimmage.
timeout.
The
Hell
offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Okay.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover units. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments.
Oh, my God, dude.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what.
That's heartbreaking. Man. There we go. All right.